Another high-level command that Mathematica uses to understand text is called text contents. This takes a little bit of time to evaluate these expressions, so I've evaluated them in advance before filming this video so we don't have to wait for the expressions to evaluate while I'm showing you what they do. In this first expression here, I've taken the first sentence in the Wikipedia article and I've asked it to look for everything that might be a location. Now what text contents does is it returns this display here showing us a number of expressions that might be locations highlighted in the snippet of the text, character position in the text, and also the probability. That's the assessment that the system has made that this really is a location. So if we look here, we see it has a kind of 70% confidence that the Prague astronomical clock is a location, and in a sense it is a location because it's located somewhere, but it's not a very good location. There are two more expressions that are in Czech, which are again basically referring to the clock itself. Three more expressions. At the end here, though, there are two that Mathematica has high confidence in. It has 98%, more than 98% confidence that the word Prague refers to a location, which of course it does, a city, and the phrase Czech Republic refers to a location. It has 90% confidence in that. So that ability not only to find things in text, like locations, but also to assess the confidence with which the system has found those things can be very useful. We can ask Mathematica to just show us things that it's confident in. So for example, in the next expression here, I'm asking not only for locations, but also quantity. But I'm saying, don't show me anything unless you're at least 90% sure that you're right. And in this case, it finds Czech as a location. It has a 90% confidence of that. Prague as a location, 98% confidence. Czech Republic, 90% confidence, and Republic, 92% confidence. This output here is a data set, which means that we can take the geographical positions and actually plot them on a map using GeoListPlot. So if I take those first two positions, the ones that have a latitude and a longitude as part of their interpretation, I can use GeoListPlot to show me those within the country. In fact, the text contents command can find all kinds of things in addition to locations. For example, it can find things like historical sites, specific buildings, languages, astronomical observatories, countries, and so on. Each one of these things the system might or might not be right about. For example, it has identified this entity here as an astronomical observatory, but it only has 57% confidence in itself, about 58% confidence in itself, so that's not very good. But we can use the text contents command to do very high-level processing on our texts, looking for specific items of information or specific kinds of information, answering questions about our text, and so on. We can also get more information out of Wikipedia than we've seen. For example, Wikipedia pages contain links to related pages. So if we ask for the See Also list for the Prague astronomical clock, it gives us a bunch of other things that we might be interested in. I've got a little bit of code here at the end, a chunk of code that you can practice your code reading skills on. But what I've done is I've gone through and I've created a grid of these See Also items with a summary of each one. And that shows us what those Wikipedia articles are about before we even look at them in case we decide we might or might not be interested in them.